Was Ash Ketchum entering the World Championships hinted at from day one of Generation 7? So the story of Pokemon Sun and Moon has you meet with Professor Kukui, where he shows you the site where the Pokemon League will be built. The anime follows this plot point with Alola's first league being established, and much like the player, Ash becomes the first champion of the Alola region. Alright, so what does this have to do with Pokemon Journeys and the Pokemon World Championships? How could day one of a generation, not even the anime, possibly relate to that? Well, as we know, the World Championships are used to establish who the world's strongest trainer and world champion is. A hint that they've been playing a long game with Ash entering has possibly been hidden in front of our faces this whole time. In my replay of Pokemon Moon, I got to the Hokulani Observatory and got to the scene where you're showing the league. Kukui had a line of dialogue that blew my mind as I saw it. I've always valued our old traditions here in Alola, but it's time to make a champion the whole world will recognize. It's time to get our own Elite Four and make our own Pokemon League. To think that someday the kiddos in Alola will be able to go from being the Island Challenge champion to the World Champion. Specifically bringing up the World Champion after the Alola Champion may indicate that OLM have had a character arc in mind for Ash for a long time if they truly researched all possibilities within the game. It'd be bad of me to not mention the fact that this is referring to players becoming a real life World Champion at the actual event. Thanks to the Pokéralph and Lumiose trainer Zach for reminding me of this. But there are references to the Pokemon World Championships in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which, let's be honest, only refers to the game event. The World Championships are a real thing, so this dialogue is very likely a fourth wall break to imply that the players could reach that level, and the World Champion is a trainer class within Pokemon Black and White 2 for a World Tournament, based on previous champions of the event. That isn't to say that OLM hadn't noticed this dialogue and felt it was a good way to progress Ash further, but it would have to be highly coincidental for this dialogue to be in the game, while Ash follows the exact same progression laid out by what Kukui says, and OLM not having planned it out with the game as a reference. Ash winning a Pokemon League from a game canon region was already a huge paradigm shift for the anime. Not having him partake in the next generation's gym challenge was another. World Championships allow for Ash to have meaning to pretty much every regular trainer battle he's done so far, as he climbs up the ranks to eventually reach the top 8, and get a chance to battle the current World Champion, Leon. Much like how he represented the players in becoming the first Alolan champion, will he be the one to also defeat the unbeatable champion like you do in Sword and Shield? But what do you think? Did OLM base the premise of Ash's goal off of this line? Or is it possible that this was just a random chance? Just a reminder that this is a theory, so if you agree, please don't go parading it as fact, as it ultimately won't mean we know the final outcome of Ash's goal in Journeys or anything. It's just possibly a cool detail. If you enjoyed this theory, please consider leaving a like, and maybe subscribing too, and hopefully I'll be seeing you next time.